What's going on? It's your boy SB. All right, so I had a pretty interesting question, and we really haven't talked about that. A lot of people talk about this type of stuff, but it's just something I never really talked about for some reason. Somebody asked, ASB, how do you deal with haters? How do you deal with the hate? And what I thought about that question is like, that's a very good question. And the reason why that's a very good question is because haters hate opposition for no reason, people not liking you for no reason, all that fits in the same category. The reason why that is kind of important because this is something that you will encounter. This is something you will not avoid if you do anything out of the standard, out of the ordinary. You are guaranteed. If you got goals and you're acting on them goals, if you're trying to excel at work, literally, I think that's the thing. I think whenever somebody tries to break out of the standard, out of the normal, out of the ordinary, that, in my case, is when I've always seemed to have the haters come out of the woodworks. So listen, if you're alive, if you breathing right now, if you can hear the sound of my voice, this is something you will have to deal with if you step out of the ordinary. And listen, not even if you step out of the ordinary, let's just say something you can't control, like your looks. If your looks are a little bit above the standard, a little bit above out of the ordinary, people will be like, oh, so she thinks she all that. Even in those things that you can't control, you can still attract and get those haters. So the main way that I deal with this, and I had to get to this level. I didn't start off like this, but when I got to this level, I was like, wow, I should have been doing this a long time ago. The main way to deal with haters, in my experience, is to not deal with them. I ain't dealing nothing with you. I ain't dealing no cards with you, no Uno, no spades, no... I ain't dealing with you. And this could be difficult because you are always going to come across that, like I said, once you break out of the box. But what I mean by that is when I come across that, I don't feed it. I don't pay zero attention to it. And there's a very important reason why I do that. I found out how powerful my focus is. Your focus is powerful, and what you give your focus to is powerful. I look at my focus like an investment. I always go back to the workplace. In the workplace, my focus was on getting to this next level, this next promotion. That was always the focus. All right, what do I have to do next? What's the next task? Boom, what I got to hit next? What I got to kill next? That's what my mind was focused on. So the times that I had haters, let's look at it as a pie chart. 100% focused. When the haters come, I would have to pull some of my investment from my focus, which is my promotion, which is leveling up. And I would have to take that and then place that investment of my focus into a hater. For what? And let me tell you, that is the worst investment that you can make. My investment of my focus that I had it in all bring returns. Hard work is going to bring me a return. Leveling up is going to bring me returns. What's the returns? Raises, you feel me? Higher position, a better quality of living. Those are all the returns that my focus would bring. But when somebody who has something in their heart against me for whatever reason, and they want to bring that hate, when I pull my investment out of that, my focus, and put it into that, there's zero returns. Actually, I take that back. There is returns. Drama, frustration. You feel me? My dog hopping in the video. What's up, Marcia? You gonna say what's up to the camera? No? Oh, you just want to stand in the camera? That's what you want to do? Look, he moved closer. He said, oh, am I hating? And this is something I had to learn. When I was younger, you feel me? I'll be focused on something. That's when the hate would come. Only when I was focusing and there was momentum and I would get out of that box, all of a sudden, somebody got some type of feelings. Somebody got something to say. I would pull my investment from there, put 50%, 75% of my investment now into the hater. And it brought returns of drama, fighting, nonsense, and ultimately neglection, time away and moving further from my goal. So like I said, this is something that you're going to have to deal with, especially when you're trying to level up in life. And like I said, it can even be something that you're not fully in control of, how you're born, the way you look, even down to something like this, which we've all seen when it comes to possessions. Let's say somebody has a good paying job. They're well off. They went and got them a Mercedes. They went and got them a whatever they got. How many times, have you been in the workplace, somebody come up in a fly car And somebody just gotta hate. You feel me? It's just like, why? Somebody got something to say. Oh, who he think he is rolling up in here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why? You feel me? What is wrong with your heart? What's wrong with your soul? What have you been through? I'm telling you, when you get out of the norm, out of the standard, that's when it comes. Somebody who levels up in life, and let's say they get into a nice house, all of a sudden somebody got something to say. They didn't have nothing to say when they was in the small apartment. They didn't have nothing to say when they had roommates. All of a sudden, when they get on their feet and they got something nice, it's like Homer. You know when Homer came out them bushes? They just come out. Oh, who he think he is. Oh, so because he got a big house now, he think, it's like, yo, what is wrong? And that's one reason that I really went the route that I went, to not even feed, not address those people, because honestly, most of the time it's insecurity in them. It's something inside of them that makes them feel some type of way about you. And I know a lot of those people usually have something going on in their life to where they want to tear. They see somebody else climbing. They see somebody else doing good. I'm the type, yo, let's go. I'm cheering people on. Everybody ain't like that. 90% of the people not like that. For some reason, they want to try to pull them down. I don't get it. And I ain't got the time to get it. You feel me? So that's why I went the route I went, which I think is the best route. I could be wrong. Drop some tips how you deal with them. Now listen, we keep it legal over here. We ain't breaking no laws. We ain't breaking no bones. No, we didn't pass that. We didn't leveled up. We grown over here. We trying to handle business. We trying to level up. But if you have another way that you deal with it, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And I kind of touched on it earlier. So in my time, the way I am now, only way I'm really going to address some hate is if it has the potential to sabotage something. Now, at that point, okay, I need to address this. I need to handle that. But other than that, you feel me? I just keep it moving and I don't really feed it. But see, there's some times where haters are not always, you feel me? It's weird. It ain't just in the workplace. You're going to have them in friends. You're going to have it. Even sometimes this can happen in family. And no matter where it's at, listen, you stay balanced. That's one thing too. People see somebody motivated. People see somebody going places. Sometimes people get a kick off of just getting them off balance, getting them in their emotions. I've seen people do this, especially in the workplace. I ain't saying I'm talking about Amazon, but I'm not saying I'm not. But I've seen people feed off of saying something, getting on somebody's nerves just to see them get out of character, and they love it. It's like they laugh like, oh, you see how I had them. It's like, what is wrong? Come here, give me a hug. You feel me? You need a hug. Why is it like that? I don't know, and we don't have the time to figure out. But don't let people move you. Don't let people control your emotions. Keep your investment, which is your focus, on the goal. Because sometimes it's low-key a trap. I've seen so many people get pushed out of position because they gave into that hater trap. I've seen so many people get, you feel me, locked up, mess around and lose their job, mess around and lose their position in the job because they gave into that trap of dealing and trying to handle a hater. Or even I've seen somebody just so, you know what I mean? What's the word? Kind-hearted and just so innocent that people hating on them would actually break them. It would cause them to slow down their momentum. It'll cause them to fall back from their goals because they end up getting sad. Why is this person not like me? What did I do? What did I say? They become so worried about it that it actually caused them to lose the focus of the goal and the things they were doing, to cause them to elevate, and it caused them to fall back because they're so worried about what somebody had to say about them. And this happens a lot, especially the times we're in now, because we are in a acceptance time where everyone wants to be accepted. Here's a cold, hard truth right here. Some people just won't like you. I've learned this in life. Hey, do your thing. You feel me? You ain't gotta like me, but don't act crazy. You feel me? Stay over there. I'll stay over here. It's cool. But we've been programmed for this whole acceptance of everything. Hey, bet, you do what you do, I'm gonna do what I do. But I've seen that affect people to the point of something as little as somebody saying some little hating stuff, especially in the workplace, that would throw somebody's whole mindset off because people feel like they just need to be accepted by everybody. Listen, everyone's not going to like you. And yes, there will be some people who don't like you and hate on you for no reason. They may not even know you. Or they may know you, but we ain't got the time to figure it out. And if you got time to figure it out, you got too much time on your hand and you need to go get on your goals and you need to get busy with doing something because you got too much time on your hands. But I just wanted to drop that video because I thought that was a pretty good question, because that is something, I'm not going to lie, that caused me to slow down a few times in my whole journey of life. And me being older, looking back on it, and seeing how I handle it now, is like, man, if I would have handled those situations like I do now back then, that would have saved so much time. That would have saved so much heartache. That would have saved so much headache. That would have saved so much drama. But like I said, if you have another way with dealing with it, drop it in the comment section. But that's a way that works for me. How do I deal with the haters? I don't. I keep going, keep elevating. And let me tell you something else. You want to know how many haters I was thinking about when I was on vacation in Big Bear in the mountains? You feel me? Looking over into the forest, floating out there on the lake on the boat. You know how many haters was on my mind? None. Not a near hater. When I was on the deck, either one of them, you feel me? This deck or that deck, either one I was on, I was not thinking about no haters. I didn't have no haters on my mind as I was on vacation. And see, that's where I want to stay. I've had a lot of people hate, even on the YouTube channel. But you know what? I don't know where they at now. You feel me? I don't hear them. The goal, this should be the goal. We need to get so high up. Huh? What was that? I can't hear you. You gotta come up here. Come up here. I can't hear you. Get your boots, put the cleats on. Come on up. You ain't coming. I bet. I can't even hear them. That's another way to deal with the haters. Continue to elevate. Because I promise you, when you continue to elevate, they just fade away. I'm telling you, there's some comments I went back to look for. I can't find them. Not only that, when you continue to elevate and you continue to stay focused on your goals, if you trust me, like I said, it's gonna come. And it may hit you when you first hear it or you first read it. It's like, oh man, why would somebody say that? Boom, boom, boom. Let it go in one ear and right out the other ear. I'm telling you, there's so many times now where I think, man, what did that one person say? Because I used to want to keep those comments, keep those things in my mind so I can use that for motivation, but I don't. So listen, that's the goal that we on over here at SB, Dreams of Motivation. We leveling up. We going to continue to grow mentally, physically, spiritually, all areas. And if people want to hate, let them hate. Keep elevating till you can't even hear it no more. Anyways, now I hope that was encouraging to you. If it was, be sure to like the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit that notification bell. Yes, we go live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Also, I am an artist. I go by the name of SB. I just dropped a new project called Dreams of Motivation, which is available to stream on all digital outlets. And I just put out a new single called I'm on My Grind. Those links will be in the description if you want to check it out. Go stream it and show your boy some support. Anyways, other than that, I'm going to catch you on the next video. It's your boy SB. Let's go. I'm on my grind. 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 I get up, I get out and get to it. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. I get up, I get out and get to it. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind.